hope you're well and having the most incredible day today as always. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining us today. I've had quite a few new subscribers recently and I want to say thank you so much if you've subscribed. I think it all came from my Lush Valentine's Day haul, so that's super exciting and I'm just so appreciative of every single one of you, so thank you so much. I also want to point out that I did put heat on my hair today. I know I'm not supposed to be using heat, but I haven't put heat on my hair since Boxing Day and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I was meant to be filming a Doc Martens how I style video today, but I didn't like my background and my layout for my kind of outfit shots, so I thought, you know what, until I can get that how I want it and how I want it to be put on the internet, I'm not going to do that yet. But I think I might try and do a more how I style lookbooky type video, maybe near a sort of spring summertime, so I can do a few more kind of springy summery outfits. Let me know your thoughts down below. I would ideally like to do one for every season, but as of right now I don't have a background that I'm happy with. It looked messy and it looked gross and I didn't like it, so instead I thought I would sit down and share with you my tips and tricks on buying Doc Martens, the sizing, breaking them in, everything in between, pretty much everything I can think of, just to share with you, give you guys some advice. And on my Doc Martens collection video, which if you haven't seen, definitely go and have a look because I own 30 pairs, now 33 pairs, and I am going to be getting some more for my birthday, so I've got a problem, I know. But basically I got a lot of questions on that video on how do you break them in, what size should I get, I don't know what size to go for, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make one whole video to answer all those questions because I am a massive Doc Martens fan, if you couldn't tell. So without further ado, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please leave me any video requests down below, be that Doc Marten related, Lush related, and anything in between. Let me know down below because I am running out of ideas. So because of that, I would really appreciate some video ideas. So leave me a comment down below. Anything you want to see, let me know. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I've been talking for absolutely ages. I hope you guys enjoy this video and carry on watching. So the first section I'm going to be talking about is the sizing. Now I got a lot of questions on my collection video on what size should I get, I'm a UK size blah blah blah, or I'm a US size blah blah blah. And if I'm honest, the main thing that you guys need to do is try some on. And the only reason I say that is because all my Doc Martens, so my Jadens, which I have here, and my shoes which I got for Christmas from my boyfriend's dad, like how insane are these, shout out to you Graham if you're watching, I love these so much, but all of my shoes are in a size 3. I'm a UK size 3 in every single pair of shoes that I've ever bought. I've actually got a few that are probably a 2.5, but I am mainly a 3 and I buy all my Doc Martens in the correct size. Now I don't want to say to you just buy your correct size because everybody's foot shape is completely different, so you might try on your size and it might be slightly too big, slightly too small, so I do highly suggest trying them on if you can. I know in the current circumstances the shops are shut, so you can't go and try some on. However, you can get next day delivery on the Doc Martens website. I have recently had a little purchase on there myself, so you can get next day delivery. So if you wanted to try some on, you could always order maybe your size and the size up or the size down depending on what you think would suit you, and send the ones back that you don't want. It is completely up to you. Obviously I don't really like sending things back, so I hate doing that, but if that is the only way you guys can try some on and get an idea of size, I would highly recommend it because once you know your size, it's pretty much standard that your feet should be the same, and I say should be because it could vary, but should be the same in every pair of shoes. I do know that some people size down in the Jadens because they are a more chunky, bigger style shoe. I personally don't. I find them okay. I do wear them with somewhat thicker socks than normal, not massively thick socks, but I know that I can get away with wearing like bed socks in these and they're fine, or just normal long socks in these and they're fine. So it does completely vary on your foot, if that makes sense. Another tip in terms of sizing is that on the website they do have a size chart in terms of on each pair of shoes it says whether they are true to size, they run a little bit big, or they run a little bit small. So by looking at that you can kind of vaguely get an idea of what size you should go for, but I'm being completely honest, you do just need to try some on. That is the best way to get the accurate size and things like that, because if they're not the right size they will rub, they will give you blisters, it will just be an absolute bloodbath in your shoes. So try some on if you can, and if not, order them online, send back the ones you don't want, because that is going to be the best thing you can do in my opinion. My next tip is in terms of purchasing, saving money and being a little bit more savvy with your Doc Marten purchasing, and that is to buy them on Depop, on eBay to some extent. I'll go into more detail with that one in a minute, but I feel like if you guys are looking for a pair of Doc Martens specific, so maybe from an old collection that they don't make anymore, or you don't want to buy new Doc Martens because you do prefer buying second hand, because a lot of people do, I would highly suggest things like Depop, eBay and that kind of thing, Facebook Marketplace. Like, people do sell Doc Martens a lot because a lot of people find them that they want them for a certain amount of time and then they get bored of them, things like that, whereas for me Doc Martens are just my all-time favourite shoe, so I am a bit of a collector with them, so I would never get rid of them anyway. But another great thing with things like Depop and eBay is that obviously they have been worn in already, so it is going to be less likely that you're going to have to wear them in for a long period of time. So there are pros and cons obviously with eBay and with Depop, especially. Like, for me, I don't tend to buy my shoes off of eBay and Depop unless they are never worn, brand new in the box, because I just don't want them to be scuffed and to be kind of pre-worn in. Personally, that's just my preference. I prefer to wear them in myself and make sure that they are pretty much brand spanking new when I buy them. So that is just my opinion. However, if you're not too bothered about that and you just want to go for some Doc Martens for the wear purpose, so you just want some really good sturdy shoes, definitely have a look on eBay and on Depop, because there are always so many on there, and there's so many on there as well that you can't buy anymore, which I love. And I do sometimes have a little look to see if there's any new ones on there, but definitely have a look on there for second-hand options if you prefer. One thing I would just like to say with Depop and with eBay is that you really want to make sure that they are genuine Doc Martens. So for example, on these are genuine. They have the yellow stitching, the yellow and black tag, they've got the Doc Martens sole, but I would obviously be very careful because a lot of companies are making copies of Doc Martens and selling them, like Wish and things like that. They do sell like copies of Doc Martens, so when you do buy them on eBay and on Depop, obviously if you can have a box with them, that's great. You just want to be very careful when you're buying them secondhand, basically, that you are buying the genuine shoe, especially if you're paying £50 to £200 for a pair of Doc Martens. You want to make sure they are genuine and they are the actual product. That is partially the reason I don't buy on Depop and on eBay personally, is because I just don't trust myself to look into it enough to make sure they're genuine, and I'd be so annoyed with myself if I bought them and they weren't real. But then when I do buy them new, I'm not going to get rid of them. I will wear them and I will cherish them for as long as I live, so they aren't going to be wasted and they aren't going to be thrown in the bin, if you know what I mean. Lastly, in terms of buying on Depop and eBay, another great bonus with doing that is that usually you will save a lot of money. So for example, the Jaden boots retail for £179.99, I believe, give or take a couple pounds, so they are quite expensive. You've got the shoe versions, which probably retail for, again, £130 to £170. You've got the normal boot version. These are just the, I can't remember what these are called now, Serena, I think these are. These are absolutely rank, so I do apologise. I literally just grabbed them off my shelf to show you, but these ones again will retail for about £159, so they are very expensive shoes. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna get a pair for a tenner. I mean, I did get some for £20 in the sale once, but that was like a once in a blue moon thing, and that was about 9 years ago, so it doesn't happen often. But if you're looking to save a little bit of coin on your shoes, highly have a look. I would highly recommend having a look at Depop, eBay, things like that, Facebook Marketplace, and just see where you can save some money, because that is what it's all about. Save your pennies. The next section I'm going to be talking about is the wearing in process, how to break them in, etc, and my tips and tricks on doing it as painless as possible, because we all know that breaking in a pair of Doc Martens is not the most comfortable thing to do, because they do hurt a little bit. Personally, for me, I've never had massive issues with my Doc Martens. The only pair that have really hurt me are my ones that have the buckles over the top, and I can't remember what they're called now, but those ones do hurt a little bit still. I think it's mainly like my little toe area. It just seems to get squished and I don't know why. But in terms of the other shoes, like my Jadens or my Serenas or just my normal 1460s and things like that, they didn't really hurt my feet very much. I don't really know what it was. I think I have very narrow, small feet, so they don't rub excessively. The only places that I find I have issues is on like the back of my heel, and that's about it. So I don't really have too much of of an issue, but I will share with you the things I do anyway, because maybe this will help you guys. So firstly, wear them around your house. I'm not really a big advocate for doing that. I don't really do that often, but I know that this is super helpful because you are going to give the shoes that kind of stretch. So you are going to help it stretch here, sort of give it some stretch on the back, and that is going to avoid any pain when you're out and about. Do not wear them shopping for the first time because your feet will die. So I would honestly wear them around your house. Even if you're like lying in bed, like put them on your feet, move your feet around, just get the leather moving and softening up, because that is the main issue with them, is that the leather is so hard. Like you can see on this, like it's such a strong, sturdy leather that you do need to break these in, and you do need to wear them around your house to give it that softer kind of vibe, if you know what I mean. My next tip is to wear thicker socks. Now definitely don't go putting these on with ankle socks or thin socks. With these you want to buy the thick, kind of durable, thicker, longer socks. Doc Martens actually sell them, so you can buy them straight from Doc Martens if you wanted to, or you can just go on places like ASOS, Boohoo and get some thick, longer socks. You can even style them with some funky socks if you wanted to. That's definitely a great option because it means you're protecting your feet but looking good at the same time. So socks is a main feature for wearing these in. I would also advise wearing plasters before the blister even occurs. If you have a feeling that when you wear these shoes, so for example with the shoe type like these, this bit here is a killer. I'm telling you, like this is solid, and on my normal black ones it is soft because I've worn them so much, but this will give you blisters. So I personally would coat the back of your foot in plasters, then put your sock on, and it just means you're going to have that instant protection before it's too late, because we all know how painful blisters are. Like they literally make me want to cry. I hate them. Another tip in terms of breaking them in is having a look at the different types of leather that you can go for. So for example, again, I'm going to use my Jadens as an example. This is the standard hard leather. So this is what you get on like the 1460s, 1461s, normal shoes and stuff. You get this type of leather. However, you can go for the Pascal or the Serenas like these, which are already so soft. So I didn't even have to wear these in. They were literally comfortable from the minute I put them on, and they are still comfortable to this day. I love them so much. They are so soft, so squishy, and I just love them. So if you honestly cannot really be bothered to wear them in, and you want to buy them now, and you want to wear them now for a specific occasion or something, definitely look at the Pascals and the Serenas, because they won't hurt as much. They still might hurt a little bit, but they won't hurt half as much as the normal ones. And my last tip in terms of breaking them in is you guys really have to be patient. They're not going to break in within a day or within 2 days. It probably will take a good week or two of constant wear for them to really break in and start being a lot more comfortable, but it is worth it. Doc Martens literally last you a lifetime, so you just have to go through that pain once or twice depending on how many pairs you buy. Obviously I've gone through that pain a lot, but they will last you literally forever, so it is definitely worth it in my opinion. All you guys need to do is be persistent, be patient, wear thick socks, and you will honestly thank me for it. So those are just a few tips and tricks on buying, sizing and breaking in Doc Martens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing a Lush Mother's Day and Easter haul in the next few months, so do look out for that. Make sure you subscribed if you're not already, because I would absolutely love to have you here, and I am really hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers this year, so if you're not subscribed, please do. It would honestly make my day. And also don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, because it does kind of help the algorithm side of YouTube a little bit, and it does help to push my videos out there. So if you're watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So that is everything. I hope you guys have a fantastic day like you deserve, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys!